Hi guys, and welcome to SimpleSpiritualityPH. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Regine. I am an intuitive, manifesting-based tarot reader. I am a certified Reiki healer and an overall lightworker. And before we dive into today's episode, I would like to invite everyone who would like to receive notifications of my new videos to please hit the subscribe button below. If you like this video later on, please give it your thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, you want to say hey, just comment down below. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now, of course, here are the details. Alrighty, so let's get to the meat of the video. This is a very interesting video for me to make. I don't usually make videos about the personal stuff in my life. About the personal manifesting journey that I've had so far, at least. And that is because I am not a manifestation coach. I do have my own manifestation coach, but I am a conscious manifestor, and I've been a conscious manifestor for a couple of years now, good couple of years now. I do have my areas of life that I find difficulty manifesting in, but this is mainly because of my beliefs. I do recognize that. But there is something, I mean, from this entire process and from a conscious manifestor, there are a few things rather, that I would like to share. So one of the very first things that I noticed when it comes to manifesting something big, like really, really big, something big that I want, that I feel like is difficult, especially to manifest, is that I noticed that there is a grief period. You know, there's kind of like this grief period. So what I mean by this is you finally decided, let's say for example, you finally decided that you want to manifest that thing that you want, that you've always wanted, whether it be a specific person, money, job, experiences, a career, you know, anything under the sun that your little heart wants. So let's say you decide to manifest that and you go headstrong into it, but you still have a lot of unfinished business behind it. Maybe in the past you've had a circumstance which left you with kind of like a bad taste in your mouth with that specific thing. I know that was very true for me when it came to money. Money used to be my most difficult thing to manifest. I have probably gone to I've probably gone through 2 or 3 bank accounts which were closed because I wasn't able to keep up the maintenance fee of that money, of that bank account. And the maintenance fee for all of those bank accounts were less than $30, mind you guys, less than $30. So you can just imagine the level of brokenness I used to have. And in the face of that brokenness, having always experienced that kind of brokenness, I didn't close just one bank account. The bank didn't just close one of my accounts. It didn't just close 2 of my accounts. It closed 3 of my bank accounts. It had to happen to me thrice. And that is because I started manifesting money. I told myself that I would consciously manifest money, but not really address the situation behind it. I didn't really properly address the beliefs that I had, the negative experience that I had, even the feelings that I had when I was manifesting my money. So I was doing everything. I was visualizing, holding money. I was affirming to myself that I had money. But at the back of my head, I still felt bad that the 3 bank accounts were closed for me, and to me, I mean, that I wasn't even able to save face. There was nothing to save, and I would ask money from my parents, and I was mid-20s around that time, So that was a really painful time for me. And I was trying to get out of it so much, so much, that I would affirm and do everything and just desperately try to do it without really giving myself the kind of like grieving period, without taking a moment for myself and saying, hey, this happened. Yes, it sucks. It feels like shit. It doesn't feel happy at all. You know, it feels like the world is coming down on me, but everything is going to be fine in the end. This is a snapshot. Every moment in time is a snapshot of that time. That's why when employers ask for your grades in grade school, that really doesn't matter what you're doing right now, does it? Because that was a snapshot in time. And it's the same thing with all the experiences of the past. I've realized that when you have painful experiences, when it comes to manifesting something big, you really need to give it the kind of reverence, the kind of grace period, the kind of transition period, the kind of like give yourself a break from stepping out of such a dire situation and then forcing yourself to manifest something big right now, right away, right? You can always manifest something at any point in time, but you need to be in the perfect mindset in order to go through with it. And you're never going to be in that mindset if you don't allow yourself to process all the negativity which has happened to you. A lot of people think that it's so easy to just flip thoughts, and for some things it is. For some things which don't cause a lot of pain, they are so easy to flip. You know, those things are really easy to flip. Like, for example, it's so hot today. I'm going to flip it to, it's so freaking cold today. And I bet you later on it's going to rain. So that's easy to flip. But for loaded things, you know, things which you have a lot of emotions with, you have a lot of history with, you have a lot of experiences with, and those experiences were not happy, they were not, you know, progressive for you, they were not positive in any way. You need to give them their own day in the sun so that you could purge them out. You know? You don't need to, again, you don't need to do this for a lot of things, but if you find yourself in that situation where you keep like going back and forth, especially with what coaches say, what is it? Hot and cold behavior, like from your specific person, or hot and cold results from, let's say, for example, a job, a career, something big that you're manifesting. If you're getting a hot and cold kind of dynamic, it's because you haven't really addressed the pain that still lingers in your mind, in your heart, you know, in your soul. And when it comes to self-care, self-love, commitment to self, self-concept, the first most important element in all of this is you being okay. You need to find a place where you're okay first, because that's where your good mindset will come from. That's where your faith builds up. That's where happiness just starts to follow you wherever you go. That's where you'll build up the confidence in knowing that whatever I intend will come to pass. And that is one of the biggest things that I have noticed in my journey thus far. And I think it's one of the most important things. I don't think that people talk about it enough, because in our society we want things fast and quick, right? But it's not really all about that when it comes to spirituality. It's never really about that. It's actually about the perfect balance of it, you know? Because if you get something fast and quick, it usually doesn't last that long. Of course, because you're intending it to be fast and quick, you know? So the maintenance, the upkeep isn't really there. The tools that you need in order to make that manifestation stay with you, in my case, in order to make money stay with you, it never stuck with me. That's why the closure of the bank account happened a second time and a third time. So even though I did get money to open another bank account, I lost it a second time. And then I tried again, I got the money, and I lost it a third time. And after that, that's when I really decided to just accept the moment, just for what it is, just at face value. Again, treat it like a GPS, kind of like this is where you are right now. This is just where you are right now. That's totally it. And any pain that I felt with that, I just basically went with it. I cried a good couple of times, really, overall, when it came to the money situation that I had. And by the way, when that was happening to me, the phone that I bought on loan, I bought an iPhone for the very first time at that time, and I bought it on loan because of course I didn't have money. It was stolen the second month after I bought it. And not only did I have a phone, right, but I owed the bank and I owed the telephone company money every month to pay for that stolen phone that I didn't have money to pay for. So in the face of that, really trying to get away or trying to go headstrong with manifesting isn't going to cut it. It needs the proper amount of grieving time, a grievance period, and then you move on to the mindset that you're okay, you're stable now, you've let everything out, we can manifest. In your heart, we're okay, we're stable now, we've let everything out, you can manifest. All right? So if you are, like I said, if you are experiencing this thing, have a look at what's really bothering you on the in the background. If you find yourself pushing and pulling, having an internal kind of struggle when it comes to manifesting money, job, career, relationships, your specific person, specific experiences, if your feelings and your thoughts and your beliefs about that are hot and cold, ask yourself, what part of this have I not addressed yet? Or what part of this have I not processed yet? All your negative feelings just really need to be felt. It is actually the easiest way to get rid of them. If you just feel this, if you just allow yourself to feel it for a moment and then let it dissipate, you'll find that it's the easiest way to get rid of them and get yourself back on the mindset and the feeling place and the belief place of manifesting. And don't, one disclaimer though, don't make this as an excuse to keep going back to the old story. I'm talking about really taking some time, whether it's 1 week, 1 year for some people, to just be with yourself and allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you need to feel in order to dissipate the uncomfortable feeling, that discomfort, that separation that you're feeling. All right? Don't make that as an excuse to go back to that place again and again and again. Really take the time to deal with it once and for all. That is commitment to self. That is one of the best ways to manifest, if you get all the negative stuff out of your system, mind, body, heart, and soul. And yeah, that's one of the learnings that I've learned so far in my conscious manifesting journey actually the first time that I manifested was that I consciously started to use manifesting was, I think, 2015. So it's been a while for me. It's been a good while for me. And yeah, so if you like this video, if it helped you in any way, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, if you're feeling the exact same way, shout out below, comment down below. If you would like to receive notifications of my new videos, please hit the subscribe button over there. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, or even a spiritual consultation session with me, online for now, of course, here are the details. And I will see you guys next time. Stay happy, stay healthy, recognize when you need to give yourself a breather, which is essentially what this is, and take a break, take a breath, then get right back on it. Ciao for now.